I am so excited to have Johan and Walt from White Label Suite join us. Let me just say, of all the people that I meet in high level, Walt and Johan are two of my absolute favorite people. And I always say when you're choosing a great software, it's important to choose the team. Sometimes even over the software, because if they have a great team behind the software, you know that it's going to be developed to an extraordinary point, just like I have had the privilege of watching them do with White Label Suite. So I'm really excited. They're here. They're going to teach us how to build a business with 4 bots and a VA. Welcome, Walt and Johan. How are you?
Hey Bridget,
We are
great to see you.
fantastic.
You were saying about
You,
Dallas.
you go.
I like the big smile and the big hugs for you in Dallas. It's just I just love hanging out with you. You're amazing.
Bridget, we just want to say a massive thank you to you. When we launched 4 years ago, you had our back right from the start. You were one of our first clients. You were there. You were one of our first testimonials. You kicked ass. I was like, man, Bridget's just, and you watched us grow. We watched you grow. You've just been like this. You've become an icon of the community. Congratulations. Thank you so much for having us. We're really honored to be here. And thank you for letting us share our story here. I'm going to start last September just to kick us off, and then we'll get into demos and stuff like that just to catch you up. So, guys, for the last 4 years, we've had our White Label Suite Leads program. And then, hey, season of AI is over here, right? And I heard of all these influencers talking about, hey, I'm now adding in AI into my business, and ChatGPT is helping me make an extra 5 grand. I said, let me see how we can push this thing. So I went for a chat with ChatGPT, just for a walk, and put on the voice thing and started walking and talking to it. And I said, hey, I need you to build me an extra $10 million into the company in a brand new profit center. Walt and I, we love doing experiments. Every month we're doing different experiments. Guys, we're in business. We love, that's what
Testing
we can do. We
things.
can play around, have some cool new things happening. It's just the way we are. Plus it feeds our ADD, right? So anyway, hey, ChatGPT, help us build an extra $10 million into the company by next December. Don't spill water all over your computer. Okay, cool. Talking with my
That
hands,
was
that's
tip number one.
Italian in me. Tip number one. Anyway, so talking to ChatGPT, it ends up being a 2 hour conversation. We end up with a document that's 400 pages long. It's got all the ads, all the everything written out. And one of the key things we said was we want it to be lean because we've both had companies with 100 employees, and we've had managing 100 people is a big thing. So I said, as lean as possible, let's make it happen. And told it all the resources that we have access to, told it all of the technology we have, all the people that we have, all the products, everything, and gave it a budget. And it came back with, hey, you're targeting GHL agencies, you build this new brand, call it Prospect Falcon, target every salesperson in America. Okay, cool. This is all right. So we launch it. We're following the playbook because we say, hey, we want to be on stage in a year and talking about how ChatGPT helped us make $10 million, right? About 6 weeks in, this thing is done a lot of money. I'm not going to mention numbers, but it's done. It's done. Walt and I are sitting there going, oh my God, did we just figure out a infinite money hack? What the hell happened? How did this happen? Because we're checking the thing and every day it's like, hey, all these people have come into our business that we never had to talk to. Now, White Label Suite people buy because of us, because of amazing partners like you. This other company, which is faceless. It's a faceless company. Nobody knows who owns it or anything like that. People are just going, clicking, buying, and signing up. Now, the 4 bots that we're talking about is White Label Suite goes and it finds all the leads. And I said, it's targeting salespeople. So it's reaching out and saying, hey, James, I know you're in sales. We've got a brand new AI. It's in beta. Would you like to come check it out? Here's a $50 off coupon. And there's a 3-minute video which shows you exactly what to do. So people are clicking, coming, watching, and they go to the video and then they watching it and going, wow, this is amazing. Or they click on the little icon in the bottom left and chatting to it. Now, you guys, Bridget, you said Zappy Chat. People all know about Zappy Chat, right? So that's the chat bot. That's talking to them and getting them booked in and all that kind of stuff. Then we've got another one, which is the voice. Now, again, this is September. This is before GHL had voice really dialed in. So We're using another program for voice where people are saying, hey, call me, and it's calling them and closing them. Now, this thing is closing better than our salespeople. When we started this process, we had 12 salespeople. We're now down to 2 because the voice AI has replaced them. And it, like one day, we're sitting there, and in our Slack channel, we've got all of our people in there, and all these sales cuts start coming through, and all my team's going, go Falco. They're like, who's Falco? Did you hire somebody new? This guy's a gun. Sorry, guys, this is AI. AI is closing at a higher rate. Like all these sales coming, and all the sales teams now freaked out. And then all of a sudden, we see all the sales guys working until midnight and stuff to try and compete. They're like, this Falco thing's insane. And so from there, unfortunately, we had to shuffle everybody around because we don't need that much of a sales team anymore because the AI is doing a lot of the sales now. We'll go into that in a bit. But so that's bot number 3 is the voice AI. And bot number 4 is the central system, which is GHL, Go High Level, right? We all have access to that. So setting the tone, those are the 4 bots. That's the VA was just making sure that it wasn't hallucinating, wasn't saying anything that we don't do. At the start, I'm sure there was some example. Of course, we can do that because it's got like a little bit of Richard Branson. Yes, let's do that. Yes, let's do that. Hey, wait, no, we can't do that. Don't say that. All that kind of stuff. But now it's all dialed in. It's working. From there, we started talking about it on our YouTube channel. And all of a sudden, all the people who are watching and our friends started saying, hey, we want a clone of this thing. And so that's how this whole new product started coming about. And we started installing this into them. Where do you want to take it from here? Because I've been monologuing for a long time.
So the 4 bots, we go lead generation, which is amazing and what we've always done. But then what we found really amazing, Bridget, was that creating some of the AI within our own tool allows then the chat bots to be contextual. And this is a super big deal because I want you guys to imagine you're a GHL agency and you're reaching out to, let's say you're reaching out to a real estate agent. Yeah. And you want to be able to bring that real estate agent in as a GHL customer to you. Your lead system has found that real estate agent and has researched that real estate agent for you. And then all of that research is in the system, and AI is talking to that real estate agent and knows all about them. Right. So what we call contact aware conversations are happening. So what we did within the white label suite tool was we went, okay, lead generation's great. We can go find me all the real estate agents in my local area, whatever. Here they are. But then when we go AI and we take it one step further, inside the lead tool, we can say, tell me about this lead. Tell me about this real estate company. They've been in business this long. They're founded by these companies. They won this award last year. This is what blah, 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 blah. So now when we reach out to that real estate agent and they say, oh, sure, tell me more about it, the AI actually is contact aware, knows about that company. Because you're based in here, because you do this, it can help you in this way and help you. And the contact now feels like it's not a 2-dimensional conversation. It's a like they know about me. This research has been done. And when we started showing that the bots all work together, that's when it started to really blow up for us. So we went, do you know what? Lead gen is amazing. Chat AI is amazing. Voice AI is amazing. GHL is amazing. And then we plugged them together. And it was like that mad scientist in a chemist lab, you guys, when you like put some of this red one in and some of that blue one in. It's exactly what happened. It was like we added this and this together and we went, oh my God, this is amazing. Like now we have this whole kind of infrastructure working. And that's what Johan was talking about. We started showing this on our YouTube channel and all of our GHL community and all of our people started saying, do you know what? I could sell the heck out of that. Like you show that to a business and they like, oh my God. So it's been a wild ride. It's been amazing.
You know, what I love about this and what I love about you guys is it's not just that you build these amazing things to make yourselves rich. It's like you go through all the painstaking process of trial and error and building all of these things, and I know what it takes. So that's why I love that you did it. You go through all of this to perfect this system. And instead of just using it for yourselves to become rich, you decide, hey, now let's teach everybody else what we did. I love that. It's like the
It's so,
foundation of everything that I do. That's why I love you guys, because you did that
it's
with
such a
Sweet too.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that. That's literally our company mission. When we get on our weekly calls with our team, we always talk about our company vision, and White Label Suite exists to enable entrepreneurs to live their best lives so that they can influence their families, communities, and economies. What we do matters. That's literally how we start. That's our mission statement, word for word. That's how we start every team meeting because we like, I don't know, just feels great. Like Johan and I, our whole history has always been about what can we do? How can we take this forward and make it part of our families, economies, and communities? Like it's just, yeah, thank you. I'm glad that's been picked up on. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's incredibly empowering to empower other people. It's like you literally, you can just teaching high level alone changes people's lives. But
Right?
when you show how you turn a software into an opportunity, that's where really the magic happens. You have magic in you.
Thank you. That was a gift from Johan behind me.
Love it.
That is definitely one of my things is helping people understand they really do. Every single person has magic in them that we can bring out. So yeah, it's been Bridget. It's been amazing. I think I'm watching all the posts in the GHL group, you guys, and just tons of people having a great experience with the AI within GHL, with voice AI now coming through. Are you guys feeling the buzz coming back from the business community on these tools? Are you guys experiencing that? Are you feeling that getting out into businesses and putting that in front of them is blowing them away? We at Dallas, I don't know if you saw Bridget, but we were so crazy busy. And don't forget, we were talking about not just our tool, but we're talking about 4 different tools working together. A couple of our other exhibitors, we were actually shouting them out. But our booth, the booth was open from I think it was 8 till 5 every day or 8 till 6. And I remember one morning I was just coming up out of the breakfast room and I had a cup of coffee in my hand. And I said to the team, all right, booth opens at 8. I'll be there at 7:30, making sure everything's set up. So I'm walking up the stairs at 7:30 with my coffee in my hand. And there was somebody literally standing at our booth with a credit card in his hand. And he said, look, I just want to get this started before the day goes. And I'm like, cool, come take a seat. So that, okay, great. We literally did not stop until 10 o'clock at night. Like people were going into the parties and all that kind of stuff. And we still had a queue of people because, and what was really amazing, what I was going to get to was we were so busy with 3 of us on the stand that people were rocking up and I was saying, hey, how are you going? So great to see you. Look, I'll be with you in just a minute. While you're waiting, let me pop you onto our AI sales manager. And I'd literally hand them my phone with dialing our AI voice agent, who we call Margot. And I'd say, just ask her any questions you like, and I'll be back with you in a minute. So I literally hand people my brand new iPhone and go, well, walk away. I'll come back and get that in just a minute. Luckily, I got it back. Not luckily, the GHL community would never be a risk. But having these tools to be able to show business owners is amazing. Sorry, Bridget.
That's a great strategy, by the way. Just
It was so cool. It was great.
just 1 second. Here, demo this with my phone, and then and I'll get right back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think we did a bit of a wow factor thing even inside the software, Johan, with our lead ideas tool, specifically so that people can wow a prospect and they can feel it. So it takes away the need to be a salesperson if you just show them what it does. It works pretty cool. Do you want to talk about that, Johan?
Yeah, man, for sure. So after we came back from Dallas, just to complete the story and bring us to this point here, after we came back from Dallas, the 4 technologies together, we were just preaching this, doing all these speaking gigs. We went to this event in Sydney, we're talking about it, and we were showing everybody how amazing it is. And guys, I know we've been building this thing up. We're going to show it to you in a second. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the demo time. It's all good. So we start showing it to people, and people started saying, I want this in my company. Now, again, we are a SaaS company. We always have been a SaaS company. And shiny object syndrome sometimes gets to you, right? So people started saying, we want these things in our company. How much is it going to cost? And I said, it's $50,000 setup fee. And 16 people put their hands up and said, let's go. And I went, okay, let's go. Because over here, Richard Branson's book, say yes and then go figure it out. So we did that. And then all of a sudden, the next 2 weeks, I'm like, man, things seem to be like the company feels like it's slowing down. So I call up. By the way, Walt and I, we talk every 3 minutes. Our wives joke about this. It's been 3 minutes. Quick, call Walt. So
Yeah, right.
call him up. I'm like, hey man, what's going on? It feels like this thing's taking a while. He's, dude, yeah, we got to train each robot. We got to da, da, da. He goes, it's going to be months before we can deliver these 16 projects. I went, hang on a second. That interrupts all of our stuff, like all of our SaaS plans. They go, okay, cool. How about we go and certify all of our people, all the people in our community? Show them exactly how to do this. Walt's turning all of the infrastructure into snapshots and all this kind of. This guy spent before Christmas building a certification program. That's how amazing he is. And now he's getting all of our people certified, showing them exactly how to build all these things. So I just wanted to, the reason for telling you that story is, guys, when you show people what we're about to show you, the value in their companies, when you show it to the right people, the value that it adds to their companies is massive. We can replace a minimum of 8 full-time people in their businesses with this technology that you have access to. What is the value of that? Is it worth $50,000 for a setup all day, every day? And if we can go into a whole nother training about around mindset, because when I say $50,000, some people say, I'm not, dude, I'm trying to sell HighLevel for $500 and I'm struggling. I can't even fathom charging $50,000. Great. Start off at 20, go to 25, 30, 35. There's a progression for your own mindset. Anyway, that's a whole different training that we can get into another day. But
Which actually
right
we
now,
have in our members area.
we have. So, guys, would you like to see what we're talking about?
How 4 bots work
Yes.
together?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, cool. Oh, by the way, the
So,
mad
we should-
scientist is Walt's mad scientist, always there building everything away. So,
This is
dude,
true.
over to you,
This is
man.
true. We should throw back to Bridget though. Like, we don't want to hijack this. Bridget, is this like, are we cool? We want to show everybody how this all kind of comes together and
I'm so excited to see what you guys are doing. That you're here because I love you guys, but you're also here because every single time we have a conversation, you bring like rock star value. So now everybody else gets to take part in our normal conversations, but I want to see what you guys have built. I'm so excited.
all right, all right, all right. So let's throw over. So we keep talking about these 4 bots, and in Dallas we had a massive big banner that was pink and green colors, and we're like, let 4 bots run your business. So the first bot that I'll introduce you to, I'll do that kind of Academy Award one, right? Needs no introduction, is GHL. So we put GHL as the supervisor bot. We say GHL is the bot that oversees everything else and make sure all the other bots are doing what they need to do. So GHL, the super bot, and then we have bot 1 with our lead generation, bot 2 with conversational chat-based AI, which GHL is just rocking it up in terms of functionality there. You can use Zappy Chat or any of the others as well. And then voice AI is the other one. So let's kick it off. And I want to give you guys a demo as well so you can see exactly how this is working. I'll just share screen here, Bridget, and jump across.
I will
So
say, while you're doing that, I saw the demo and more importantly, I saw the reaction of other people checking out the demo at the event. And I just can't wait to see everybody's faces now. So go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So so guys, for those who don't know, this is the white label dashboard. So whenever you're a white label member, you have 2 dashboards. One is your white label dashboard, which is here, which is where you do all your branding and that kind of stuff, so you can make it your own. And the other is the dashboard that your clients will see. So you end up with this dashboard with your own brand. So there's 2 dashboards that we have there. So I'll just stick in this one so you guys can see. And of course, this goes right into your GHL account and you can then brand it as your own. It turns up in your own system, or it can be standalone. But let's go. So the AI within this tool does a couple of things. First, AI is, a lot of people say, great, we all say you should focus on a niche. Who should I focus on? I like, how do I even think about a niche? So we have what we call ICP, which is ideal client profile. ICP suggestions. So based on your business info, it even says, okay, based on who you are, let's start by targeting some of these people, and it can run those searches with a single click. But once you have run a search, and I'll do a search. I'll do a quick search. Say, okay, cool. I've focused on my niche. I'm really looking for business coaches, and I really want to start in Chicago as a coach, as an idea. So we say, okay, let's go. There's four different types of searches you can do in the system. They all have lots of different strengths to them. The company search is where we started our entire career. So that's where we focused as the starting point. But we also have people search that allows you to dial in and look for specific individuals. I'm looking for a CEO of a construction company in Sydney, Australia that does 3 million and above. So there's real targeting in the people search. So this is our our company search, local based. Gives a couple of different levels of results. So level 1 is pretty much the same as you'd get from Google. Like you could go and do that same that same search in Google. You get that information if you could spend 20 minutes putting it into a spreadsheet. But what's happening in the background is where the magic is. So we've got the business name, we've got their website and reputation, etc., which is great for the reputation piece of GHL. That's level 1 data, but what's already happening in the background is level 2 data. And we're starting to bring in things like, show me their employee count, show me their web technology. So I can see these guys have got WordPress, they've got Facebook Pixels or Google Manager installed, and I'm getting all their socials, which is awesome. So I can literally, if these guys look like a great client, I can reach out to them on Instagram directly from here. I can tag them before they go into GHL. I'm getting all of their contact details and information, first name, last name, if it's available, position in the company, etc. All right. So this has always been what we do. Johan, I can't believe I just blasé a $2 million. That's fine. That's what we do, right? But
hey man,
that's where we start from.
You're the mad scientist. It's all good.
Yeah, this is test tube A with the red bubbly stuff in it. So this is where we start from, right? But then AI, all right? Then AI. So AI here, and the great thing is you can write your own prompts, and we did a training on that 2 days ago. But you can say, for example, okay, look, I like these guys. They look interesting. Go and tell me a little bit more about them. So I've got a prompt in here that I wrote called summary prompt, awards and notes. So again, all of this can be running in the background. I'm just showing you live. So now what I want to happen, I want to research this company. I want to find out about them. And I wrote a prompt specifically that says, tell me the founder, tell me what they're great at, tell me if they've won any awards, tell me if they've whatever. And this is what it's come back as, right? They're a coaching company. They were established in 97. This is what they do. They've worked with Fortune 500 companies. All right. They haven't specifically won any awards. They've got a 5-star rating on Google. Their success story section is filled with numerous testimonials. Now, just even that tiny little bit of research will win you friends when you're talking to a client. Even if you're not using AI, which what the heck are you doing? Well, you should be. But even if you're not using AI, have you ever been on a call when the person at the other end goes, wow, you really did your research. It shows I care. All right. Or it shows I'm too damn lazy to do it myself and I've got AI to do it for me, which in this case is what's happened. Okay. So we've got a whole bunch of information about that client. Now, again, you can tell the AI what kind of research you want to do. So you can come into the AI assistant here and you can write your own prompts. We give you a whole bunch out of the box for writing DMs or writing email subject lines or writing summaries for companies. We give you a whole bunch out of the box, but you can write your own, which is amazing. Again, because this is a white label tool, this allows you to sell this to a client, and this real estate agent needs to do different research than that construction company, right? So the client can do their own research based on what they put into the system. It's a white label tool. So this is bot 1. We've done some research. We've found some people. We've got AI to grab this information. Now, what happens from here is all of that data goes across into GHL. So let me come back to that search just for a moment. I think I was there. I can't remember. All of this data. So I've done this search. Here it is. Okay. All of this data goes across into our custom fields in GHL, right? So they're this type of company. They've been in business this long. All of that research goes across into GHL. So let me show you our own outbound marketing sub account, just so I can show you this, right? So we're running this all the time. We've got outreach going on with our ideal clients. Okay, so let's have a look. A day ago, all of our latest ones were running, and let's just go and have a look at this particular contact which came in from our tool. All right, so got an invalid email address there, so this one's not going to go. But let me come down to getting our information here. Now we've got additional info, and here's where we start to pull in some information. So all of this data is coming across from here we go, Intro by I noticed that your business, Lifecore, stands out as a significant player in the medical industry, specializing as a contract development and manufacturing organization for a sodium hyaluronate products, right? That's what AI noticed about this business. Okay. All of that's come in to the custom fields within AI, within GHL. And again, I know this email didn't send, but this is the email that would have gone out to Jim. I noticed that your business, Lifecore, stands as a significant player in the medical industry, specializing as a contract development and manufacturer. Hello. So now my initial contact is personalized, hyper personalized, and all of that research has been done by AI. Now, here's the cool piece. Now we plug in the AI chat component, and the chat is referencing these fields. So now when Jim replies and says, "Oh, how can you help me specifically?" It knows who you are. It knows your business. It knows when you were founded. It knows what you've done. It knows what you're great about, right? It has all that info for you. So where we go from there, I think probably. Oh, sorry. Let me do the mad side.
I was going to say, show them lead ideas like that.
Oh, that's where I was going to go. That's where I was going to go. So I would love for you guys to experience that, right? So like we said, we've got a faceless brand, which we call Prospect Falcon. If you go to prospectfalcon.com/lead ideas, you'll come up to this. Do you want to pop that in the
Yeah, I'll type it in.
All right. So now, guys, here's my red bubbly test tube and blue bubbly test tube being put together, right? We said, do you know what would be really cool? Not only if we could research the companies we said, hey, go and find out about this guy and that guy. What about if somebody came to your website? And again, think about what you're talking to your clients about. Mr. Accountant, what if somebody came to your website and downloaded your free tax strategies for small business? And in the background, the AI did all the research before it replied to that customer. So what we did was we built into our tool, not just outbound research pushing into GHL, but we built in inbound research. So when Mr. Accountant has somebody download their tax strategy, that all of that research, their social media profiles, their employee count, AI research in the background, all of that can happen because somebody downloaded their free report. All of that can happen because a Stripe transaction came through. Whoa, pause for a second. Whoa, pause for a second. What if, and again, AI, right? It's just amazing. What if every time anything happened in your client's sub account, AI grabbed that contact and completely enriched that data and then was able to use that data to suggest more clients for growth? Is anybody going right now? All right. So if anybody's done this, should I do my phone screen share thing and do this?
Yeah. You can start that. I'll tell the story about what happened. So guys, I told you at the start of this thing, people were throwing $50,000 setup fees because of this. So what you're seeing here is we've changed the way lead magnets are done. That's what's happened here. Traditional lead magnets, how many of us have our desktop filled with, I got to read that book, and here's a PDF, and here's whatever. Here's that training. It's 2 hours long, which I haven't watched yet, which I spent money on. This thing goes, hey, Bridget, thanks for downloading whatever it is, or thanks for opting in for the training. By the way, I have done all the research on your company, and I already know how to help you. Would you like to know how I can help you? And we're humans. We're curious, right? You are going to say yes. We don't have anybody saying no. Like, it's not even 99%, it's 100%. People are like, what do you know about my company? Come on, show me. And when they say yes, and this thing says, hey, I know that you do A, B, C, and that these are the different types of clients that you can go for. And it starts talking to them and taking them down this pathway. And then at the end, what you're going through, by the way, guys, please don't go and sign up. As we said, this is a faceless brand. It is, when you go in there and it's live, it's doing what it's doing. It will try and convince you to spend $97. No need to spend $97. Bridget has already hooked you up. You have a free account, right? So don't go doing that. But when you go and you play with it, you're going to see how it talks to you, how you can keep saying stuff to it, and it comes back with, cool, how about this? How about that? And people are using it to brainstorm. And then by the time they're done, they feel like, they're like, oh, Falco, you're the best. All right, cool. I'll try. I'll do the trial. I'll do the trial for $97 with the $50 coupon. And that's how the sales are made, right?
That's
Okay,
how
cool.
it's happening.
Back to you.
That's exactly how it's
Back to
happening.
you, Miss
Thanks,
Walt.
man. So, guys, I've done this demo a whole bunch of times, so you'll see I've got a bunch of conversations going on this phone. But can you see this phone now? Is it coming up?
Yep.
All right. So I don't know if you guys saw while Johan was talking there, all I did was I put in my company name and my website, right? Which was whitelevelsuite.com. And it said, hey, great to see you. It's a Prospect Falcon system here. We've done some research on untapped markets for your business. Can we share them with you? All right. Sure. So sure. Share away. Let's see what it comes back with. Now, what we'll do is basically you can see a whole bunch of different things here. I'll come back to that in just a minute. But sure, share away. So we want people to say yes. And here's something really important. From a compliance point of view, you can't get AI involved until the customer raises their hand. All right. So let me just be really clear. There's no such thing as grabbing a list of prospects and putting it into an auto dialing system and letting AI call 1,000 people in a minute, because ain't nobody gonna love that, right? Let's be real. When a client raises their hand, that's when AI can take over. So ZappyChat can jump in. Sure, share away. Here are a few potential customer ideas for White Label Suite. Now, I might just take a moment for that next text message to come through, depending on, it's buzzing on my watch as well, depending on how, there we go. Okay. So all it did was grab my website. Hey, so digital marketing agencies, these are some customer ideas for White Label Suite, right? Startup companies, individual entrepreneurs, business consultants, e-com. So AI has taken my business and my website, analyzed it, and it knows who I am and what I do. Now, again, we built this as a faceless company. So we want Prospect Falcon. Again, that's the brand of the lead store. If you guys have got a white label license, you brand your own. So insert your brand of leads tool here, does this research for the company, comes back, and now with all of the snapshots that we give you guys, the follow-ups in place, all that kind of stuff. And the next piece is the voice call. Let me come back, speaking face to face. We go through a couple of follow-ups in about 3 minutes. I'll get did that answer all your questions? In an hour, it does another AI-based follow-up. Now, the thing is that, again, we're talking about a 3D conversation. That bot already knows who I am. So when I ask a question like, how can this help my business specifically, it'll reference that information from the AI tool. And then that's when the voice AI kicks in. And this is, Bridget, you were saying that the reactions from people is just spectacular. As soon as you get voice AI involved, and I'll see if I can do this on here. I might not come across, so we'll see how we go. As soon as you get voice AI involved, whatever timing we set, and in our automations at about 15 minutes, 15 minutes after that initial contact, and we've got an AI reply, 15 minutes later, the phone rings. Hey, John, it's Kylie here calling from Prospect Falcon. I noticed that you engaged on our website. Just thought I'd have a quick conversation with you about White Label Suite and see if we can be of assistance for you, right? And again, guys, I want to put this onto your plate, yeah? GHL, White Label Suite, and the other amazing tools that you can get through the My Vision agency with Bridget allow you to take this incredible stuff and put it in front of businesses out there and wow their socks off. So let me I'll manually skip and I'll get Margot on the line. Johan, is it?
Yep, but just before you do that, I just want to say, guys, people just, again, use case stories. When we showed people this, they started implementing it into different ways. I want you to picture that you're running a webinar, you're running an event. When you run a webinar, and then at the end of the webinar, what's the average conversion rates? Just throw me some numbers if you want. Maybe 3%, 5%, 10%, whatever it is. Now I want you to imagine
somewhere between 2 and 3%.
Yep. I want you to imagine you're running a webinar, and then each one of the people who are on the webinar gets followed up by the AI. This is what some of the people have implemented. And it says, hey, Anthony, I saw you smile. Hey, Anthony, I saw you in the webinar. I'm sure you had a great time. Did you have any questions that I could help you with? And you're like, yeah, I have this question, didn't get answered, or whatever happens, I got distracted, went to get a glass of water, etc. And it's like, hey, guess what? Your conversions go up. How much extra did it take for you to implement this, to set up into your business? By the way, I'm not the tech guy. I'm guessing it's like a 1 hour thing, right?
Oh,
It
sure.
does,
Yeah. No. It takes a little bit of setup.
but it's a set. Once you set it up, you don't have to do that ever again. If you're running the same thing every week, every month, whatever it is, after every presentation, hey guys, go check out my vision agency. And if you have any questions, my bot's going to take care of everything for you. Boom, boom. We've never had access to technology like this. If you think about how many different places you can implement this into your business, the amount of hours. Yesterday, actually, I can't remember how many hours you spent, but the text message I got, he said, this is going to save us 30 hours a week. I went,
Oh, yeah.
thank you for spending those couple of hours to do that.
Spend an hour building a bot to save 30 hours.
Yeah, incredible. So does that give you context around how you can implement this into your business? And by the way, if it's not your business, guess what? How many people out there running webinars, for example? How many people running events? How much would they pay you to implement this technology into their business? Because how much does their conversion rates go through the roof when you have this type of technology? Make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
So
back to you, Mr. Walt.
So I can let's see if I can trigger the call. But I think the key piece there is getting technology working together, you guys. Being able to, and importantly, being able to show it. Here we go. This is Margot calling me right now. Being able to show it to a consumer. Let's see if I can get this. Hello.
I am Margot, the AI sales manager calling from HighLevel Suite. I've seen you engage with our team as you looked at having your own AI sales system with our lead generation program. Do you have a few minutes to talk about the system and a few options?
Yeah, I do. Can you answer a few questions before we kick off?
Absolutely. Feel free to ask me anything. What would you like to know?
I would like to know how HighLevel Suite works.
Sure thing. HighLevel Suite is an AI-powered lead generation tool that you can brand as your own. It helps businesses find high-quality leads, connect with them effectively, and make data-driven decisions to boost sales. You don't need any technical skills to use it, and it offers a great opportunity for creating a recurring revenue stream by selling lead generation services under your own brand. Does that sound like something that could benefit your business?
It sounds amazing, but Margot, thank you so much. I'll call you back later on. Always be nice to the AI. Always be nice to the AI, right? And again, guys, what I want to showcase you is not about us with white Suite, whatever. I want to show you how to wow the socks off a potential customer, right? How to wow the socks off a potential customer by showing them how to do it live while you're talking to them on a Zoom call, right? Show them their ideal client coming into their world, being communicated with, and getting a follow-up by a trained AI system to help run their business. Now, we did a sales training yesterday, and we talked about stacking the deck, making sure that every presentation you do, you have the best chance of success. And Johan, my very favorite sales call that you've ever done was the guy that was super skeptical at the beginning. Johan sends me his sales calls, by the way. He's like, you've got to check out this reaction. You've got to check out this reaction. But that was the best one, man. Can you tell us?
This guy gets on the phone. He's, look, this AI thing's a fad. I've been in business for 40 years. I don't believe in this crap. Blah, blah, blah. Just letting you know.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Because I don't even know. They've insisted I come on this call. So cut to the end of the thing. And the guy's, oh my God, she was amazing. Can she come work for me? I want her in my company. How do I get access to all this? Let's go. Good luck. So the cut clip was him at the start, like, hurrah. And at the end, he's fangirling, going, oh, it's amazing.
He for real, this very skeptical CEO for real offered our AI a job on the course. Would you like to come and work for me?
That's what I love about what you guys are doing, because we're always talking about create a demo so that the system sells itself. And that's literally what you've done. And every business owner, anytime we see anything cool, we always think, I need that for my business. And that's really the impression that we want them to have. And as agency owners or software resellers, we are always trying to find that for our business. But also, you know that they'll have the same reaction that you all did, that I did, that everyone else does when they see the system, because we're thinking, and immediately in our mind, oh my gosh, I could cut out this many people in my sales team. I could save this much time. I could save this much money. That's what we want. It is the wow factor. And it's also, I got to have that. So it's selling. Even if you're a horrible salesperson, it's selling it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And that's the
Hey,
beauty about white label tools, right? That's amazing.
Yeah.
for sure. Hey, Bridget, do we have 2 minutes for me to show the influencer? Because I don't believe you've seen it
Oh,
yet, Bridget. Maybe you
you need
have.
to.
I just did a training on that on, I think it was
Oh, you did. All right, cool. We are using that thing to find our ideal joint venture partners.
you
And
can
it is,
know it for sure. I think what was totally just sick about that whole thing, it was the part where you can create that summary where not only does it tell you about the business, but it tells you how you could work together with that business. So it takes the info from your business and their business and then creates an idea. That is
yeah.
so
So cool. On mass, on scale, on autopilot.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
so crazy. But yeah, go ahead. Feel free to show.
Yeah, for sure. You've got the screen open. Do you want to show the
Yeah, yeah,
influencer
sure.
tool? So,
I'm
guys,
I'm
this
conscious of
is
time as well, Bridget. Like, how's our time?
We
two,
usually
two,
go
2 minutes.
yeah, yeah, that's fine. Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Like
I'll
the
cut
same
straight
day.
to the thing. We can search for
Go for it.
an influencer on lots of different platforms, and then the data that you're getting back on these guys is just insane. So we're able to see how many followers they've got. We're getting all of their other socials as well. We're getting how many bot followers they have, how many likes and comments they get on an average post, what they talk about, what they're mentioning in their posts. We get the history of what they talk about. We get this is the piece that really matters. Who is their audience, right? What are they interested in? What brands do they align with? And who follows them? This is a strategy that we teach in our group, right? You've got GHL, you've got White Label Suite, you've got any of the other amazing tools that are out there. What if some of the biggest influencers in business or in local communities could shout you out? What would happen then? So imagine in this case, this is a health influencer, right? So this particular influencer, and again, put it into a business space, this influencer has got 200,000 followers. What if I interviewed Kelsey? All right. What if I just literally got on a Zoom call just like this and said, hey, Kelsey, you've got 200,000 followers. Wow, that's amazing. How the heck did you do it? And Kelsey goes, this is amazing. And you make Kelsey look really great. Okay. Guess what happens? Kelsey posts about that on her Instagram. And guess who sees that? These guys who happen to have 3.9 million followers, and these guys, and these guys, right? So you, by using this tool, can reach multiple levels of influencer by doing this. But Johan, you closed a deal on Monday this week using this tool.
100%. So, as I said, we've got our faceless brand, which is Prospect Falcon. We've got an AI influencer who's, we can come face to face, who's
Okay.
built this amazing audience. Now, amazing audience. We talk about micro influencers. I believe that once people go to that 100,000, they're too busy to reply to you. They're not replying. They're not checking their own DMs and stuff like that. This person has 115,000 followers. Now, for me to build my profile, guys, we love just being in the back. This is who we are. We're not bragging about what we do and all that kind of stuff. So we don't have a big social following. That's fine. For me to build a social following to 115,000 people is going to take me a couple of years. Or for me to buy those ads, it's going to take me a lot of dollars. But for me to partner with this person, literally, I just went in there and said, AI influencer in the United States, click, boom, here's the details, found him, reached out to him and said, hey, dude, you keep talking about these amazing AI tools. We've got an amazing AI tool. It's called Prospect Falcon. How would you like to promote it? I'll give you 30% of every deal that comes through. And this is what it does. And I sent him a quick little video. And he comes back with, this is amazing. I want this thing. I want to buy it. I'm like, yeah, that's the reaction you had. What happens to your audience? And you're going to give me 30%. I go, yep, 30%. He's like, dude, let's do this. And that's just one deal, right? And now he's going to be promoting it to all of his database. One of my things that I'm going to do next week is to just go and find 100 or 1,000 ideal influencers that's going to help me promote the brand. That's just a one-day job. And in a day, I'll be able to accumulate all those people. And again, AI has done most of the work. Everything's personalized and everything. And we can just send them out these outreaches and then get massive reach for this faceless brand, which is a little asset that just keeps on giving. It's awesome. So I just wanted to share with you the power of, again, tools and the leverage that you can leverage with these things to get access to people who have spent the last couple of years building these massive audiences. More tools, more, and please
More tools, more
don't think of
strategies,
them
and more
as,
action.
yeah. If you're going to grab a tool, make sure that you use it to its full potential. We don't want people getting shiny object syndrome and all that kind of stuff. If you know that it's going to work for you, that's where you grab it.
Put it into action straight away. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like I'm always talking about. Set it up for your own business. Use it. Then become a reseller. And then you are just going to fly out the gate because you don't have the large cost of investment because you've already tried it yourself. You've already got a return on your investment. But then you already know how the tool works. So you're not, a lot of people say, I want to resell HighLevel, but I just created my account. Okay. Well, probably learn HighLevel a little bit at least. But using your free accounts that you guys already have, that's 100 credits to let you every single month. There's no excuse, right? You have all of the tools available. You have this amazing tool. Now use it, get some sales, and then of course upgrade. And then now you can provide the same valuable resource that helped you grow your business with your clients.
Perfect.
Absolutely love it.
Perfect.
Do you guys have anything else you want to share? Anything before we're gonna spin the wheel?
We're all good. We're good. If you guys got questions, ask us.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Go
I see your hand up.
ahead, Tony.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, man. How you doing?
I actually have two questions. My first one is when you are looking for a particular business, any business, and you pull, you get that scrape. Once you get that scrape, if you look up the same area, let's say a month later, does the program automatically eliminate copies?
Yeah, great question. So I'll answer first with a powerful statement. Our tool is not a scraper. And that's really important because you guys are going to put your brand on it. Okay. And I just want to let you know that all of the data that comes into the tool that you own with White Label Suite is all obtained legally through 100% compliant APIs. So you can sell this to your clients safely, knowing that the data is paid for. We get that data, we pay for that data, we're legally allowed to obtain it. So I just want to, the word scraping, I always go, it's not what we do. We want to make sure. But great question. If we have in the tool what we call lists, so I just want to really be very clear about this. We have in the tool what we call a list. So I've got Dallas coaches and I've got supply companies for medical. These are my lists. I grab my leads and I put them in a list. If you do the same search in the same list, it'll never duplicate. All right. So if I do New York realtors, and then a month later, I search in that same list and I look for more New York realtors and more New York realtors, it'll never add a duplicate. All right. But if I create a new list, and maybe I want to create a new list because I want my AI to do different research. If I do that same search in a different list, it'll start again from finding all of those first ones. So it'll never duplicate if you're doing the search in the same list, Anthony. Hopefully that answers the question.
No, that makes perfect sense. And thank you for the clarification because that helps me also sell it if somebody brings it up.
Perfect.
Knowing that, which is really perfect. My second question is, I'm somebody that right now, I'm at the point that I'm starting to learn how to put together my demos. And this is, I already have one of your white label. I'm already a member of one of your white label, but I haven't implemented it yet. I'm starting to learn how to use all this. Do you have courses or resources that I can go that could get me from point A to point B on what you just did right now so I can learn how to demo this exactly the way you did it?
Mr. Johan?
We did a training exactly on how to demo it yesterday. So if we
do you have the link?
Bridget,
it's on our YouTube channel.
Drop the link here.
Oh yeah, go ahead. But which YouTube is it? The Walt or the White Label Suite?
White label suite. White Label Suite. It's yesterday's video, Anthony. So you can grab it there.
I'll grab the
link there. So
their channel and subscribe. They're always putting out massive value.
All right. I'll let somebody else go. I'll come back around. You know me.
Thanks, man. Good to see you.
Manolo, next.
Hey, how's everybody doing? My
Great.
question, everybody knows what I'm going to ask. I have been working with AI, and AI just responds to whatever language you ask him. There's no limit on language, and I'm concentrating in Spanish-speaking American countries, mostly Latin American. I believe the AI will do the work, no problem. But is your system limited to the United States, or could I use it anywhere?
Anywhere. On all my demos, I always say to people, this thing will find you your ideal client in any country, any continent. And this guy was like, yeah, sure. Tell me about Antarctica. And I was like, oh, damn it. And I actually did a search and we found some scientific research company based in Antarctica. I was like, ta-da. So yeah, any continent, anywhere in the world, any language. And of course, we know that AI chat takes that language. We actually, during the first couple of weeks that we were running this on our own Prospect Falcon side of things, somebody responded in Spanish and the bot just switched completely. Like because you're nervous about AI, you're like, is it saying the right things right now? Is this actually representing me well? So for the first couple of weeks, we were like reading every thread, and Johan and I were going, oh my God, can you believe our salesperson is so freaking good? And then one of the threads, they just switched to Spanish and the conversation just continued in Spanish. We're like, our new employee is multilingual. It's amazing. Yeah, you can do that search anywhere, Manolo. And
well, here's my other question. I expected as much.
Yeah.
But when you mix it with a call, how would that work? In Spanish too? Will it be able to speak Spanish with whatever accent? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so we have a connection at the moment. We've been using our voice system through Synthflow, and in Synthflow they've got I think 7 or 8 different languages, and Spanish is one of them. So lots of the different AI voice programs have different restrictions on that. But yeah, we're using Synthflow and they're doing a great job. We are more and more bringing it, as Johan said, when we kick this thing off, AI voice inside of GHL didn't exist. So we're actively bringing all of that back into GHL. But at the moment, our voice piece is via Synthflow and they're doing a great job with it.
Thank you very much.
Person.
Sorry, Bridget.
Do you have an affiliate link for that?
I do, but I'd love for you to share yours.
I don't even have one, so I'd love for you to share yours.
Okay, it's whitelabelsuite.com/synthflow. You can go and they have lots of different tiers there, and you can actually get started, I think, with a free tier, which gives you about 30 minutes of voice. And don't do what we did. All right. What we did when we got our free account was we got so freaking excited about it that we shared it with all of our friends and we burned our 30 minutes on the first day. We're like, wow, cool, and go and test it out. And we burned our 30 minutes. Don't do what we did. It works. It's freaking awesome. Use your 30 minutes to go and wow a client, get them to pay you money, and use that money to pay for your first month.
Hey, can I ask real quick though, what is the transition like for you? Because I know we all know, like HighLevel, they're developing so quickly. So let's say, because I am also an advocate of not waiting. If you need something for your business right now, don't wait. So what has been the transition for you as you move from Synthflow to HighLevel?
I haven't started it yet. I've been like looking and watching. When they first came out, we literally tested it on our stand in Dallas, and we're like, wow, this is so great. But when we tested it, you could only build the prompt, and I think it was like 2,000 characters, and our prompt was like 4,000 words long, and it was only doing inbound, and we wanted outbound as well. So we haven't done it yet. How is it going to be? I think what we will do once we're ready to move over is just everybody that's on Synthflow, we'll leave them there, and everybody else that comes through afterwards, we'll bring them into GHL. That's what I think we're going to do, because actually, even as I say that out loud, as long as you get the prompts the same, the responses should be very similar. Just switching out the numbers. Like, I'm just talking this through from a tech point of view, Bridget. Once you have the AI trained inside of GHL, it's just literally going to be switching the automation webhook to go from one to stay internal in GHL. So it's not going to be a big deal once you have it trained. But I haven't done it yet.
Say, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but I didn't finish my question. And
go for it, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Talking about Synthflow, I don't need that for your white label system. Am I right?
Not at all. That's a separate thing. It's like GHL is separate from us. Synthflow is separate from us. We do the leads piece. That's what we do.
That's just the tool they're using right now for the outbound calls, because HighLevel doesn't have that option.
Will I need to sign up with them to do the outbound calls?
Yeah.
With Synthflow, yeah. If you want an AI system to do your outbound phone calls for you, yeah, you would.
And that I could integrate it with Go HighLevel too, as you are.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a marketplace app, and that just connects up in your automations. And
I think I think, sorry, Manolo. I think what Manolo is asking is, does he have to go with Synthflow or can he go with GHL? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm asking how I'm gonna merge it together. I want to see how to do it because
Yeah.
I like what you guys are doing, but I want to make sure I'm not missing a tool because you
Yeah,
have
cool.
4 bots
We,
working together, and I
yeah,
want to make sure I
we show
have
how
that
to
one
do
as
it.
well.
Yeah, we've got all the training, Manolos. We've got literally hours of YouTube that shows us connecting the 4 bots together, leads, GHL, conversational AI, voice, all on our YouTube channel. You can literally walk through and build I show you the automations and everything on as we walk through.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, man.
Who is next?
Yeah, my sound is on. I'll just cut to the chase. You've answered a lot of my questions before I got around to asking them. And so that was great.
Woo!
How can we get to your training? And are we, with Bridget, how are we all set up for Bridget to install the white label suite? Because I haven't yet.
You can access my training in the knowledge base, or not knowledge base, in the community learning area. It says Vision AI Leads, powered by White Label Suite. So you can check all that out there. If you want access to their training and all of their resources, you would need to sign up as a white label reseller. So myvisionagency.com/white label suite.
Right. Okay. And so many other questions. I've got about 10 written down here, but okay, I'll let somebody else go. Thank you.
No worries.
I'll go to you since we've spoken, and then I'll come back to Tony.
Okay, I got an issue, and I've asked all my questions to the bot, and the bot answered all of my questions. And I just think that part's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't even know why people were asking you questions because I just couldn't wait in line that long. And it was just really great.
That's amazing.
So hats off to you. And then it's just so basically, and I appreciate what Bridget said because that's always my thought process. My thought process, first and foremost, is to use it for business. And then once I have a mastery of the tool, which doesn't take me long, Bridget I ask her questions, she tells me the answer. So it doesn't take me long. So it's her mind.
Because you're actually using it. That's what.
So then I'm like, so my thought process is, okay, I'm looking at how to use this in my business. And then I've had that conversation while we've been on the call through text with the bot. So then I got an action plan. And now I guess I just pretty much just execute that. And then I look at the results and then I record that as a like testimonial piece. And then I serve it up for individuals in my position to go ahead and buy it, I think. What am I
Sounds like a plan
missing?
to me.
Am I missing
More hours.
anything?
The only thing you're missing, brother, is more hours in the day.
Okay, let's work on that. I need a fifth bot for
Okay,
that.
we'll see if we can get that dialed in.
I need a fifth bot for that. And then the Synthflow piece, which is crazy because Bridget knows that was a thing and I had looked at a bunch of them. So then okay, we're going with that. But just to make sure, because I was in a conversation with the bot, so I was halfway paying attention. That's where we sign up to get the outbound call. And I know that they would start off communicating via text. And then, so what triggers that outbound call? I'm sorry, I missed that one piece.
No, great.
In my prospecting situation, I'm thinking that outbound call would then primarily book the appointment if for what I need, because I still have to be involved in the close process. Long story short.
Yeah, absolutely. You train the bot to book the appointment. That's exactly what it is. And to answer what triggers the call, it's literally just a piece in your automation. And again, these are all the automations that we show you guys how to build in here. So once you plug in Synthflow, there's a marketplace app. So it's Synthflow. It's a free app in the GHL marketplace. And that gives you an action, which takes a few seconds to load because it's loading an API at the well. There it is, make a phone call. Literally, it's do this, make a phone call, and it just triggers straight out to Synthflow, straight from the GHL automation. Once you've got Synthflow, you install the Synthflow GHL marketplace app, and this action then is available to you. And it is a premium action, so it costs you 6 cents every time it runs. But that's exactly how it triggers, Charles. So you just put that action into workflow. So when my lead does this and this, call them back.
And so you're saying use Synthflow over the GHL?
We do. And 100% hand on heart, I'm going to be busting everything to move everything back into GHL, because why the heck not? It eliminates the need for automations and outbound webhooks and all that kind of stuff.
When do you plan
As
on having
soon
that
as
done?
I can. Say again.
When do you plan on having that done?
I need to test the outbound calling functionality of GHL, because I want to make sure that my sales follow-up is power. Like, I need it to go, wow. So I need to test it. I don't know. As soon as I green light, hey, GHL's outbound calling is fine by me, that day we switch over. Until that day, I'm man, wish I had more hours in my day. As soon as I have the chance to test it and green light it, we'll be switching over. Up until that point, Synthflow is doing an amazing job for us.
Okay.
That Walt will be doing a YouTube video on his channel as soon as he gets
pretty damn soon. It's on my to-do list, but that thing just keeps getting bigger.
we start the day, and when we start the day, the to-do list actually gets longer than every day. I'm like, man, how many things you knock off? He's like, I've added 15 more things that I got to.
I think everybody's the same.
You can enrich your contact based on the personal search, because I work B2B and B2C, so I'm thinking B2C side. So on that personal search.
Great. Oh man, I'm so glad you asked me that. Thank you. So White Label Suite is a B2B tool. When we do our people search, when we do our personal search, we're looking at professional records. We're using things like LinkedIn. So we are really conscious of privacy. All of the data that's coming back into White Label Suite is publicly available data. We play really strongly in the B2B niche. Now, a lot of our training, we get asked the B2C question every single time we come on camera. There's a whole bunch of YouTube videos on how we use a B2B tool to do B2C work, right? But in terms of enrichment, think about it from a business point of view. So Mrs. Smith, who lives down the road, I'm not going to get her data. I don't even want to find out how old she is and how many kids she has and all that kind of stuff, because that's some really heavy privacy stuff on that. Whereas if I know where Mrs. Smith works, I can tell you about the company. I can tell you about all of the stuff about the company, because that's all public and that's all data that is out there and wants to be known about. But people, personal data, no, steer away from it. We go B2B data.
Charles, did you have any other questions?
It was telling me that if I wanted to target, so I guess when you're searching a particular position, right, like from the B2B side, then you could use that information to retarget, like for ads and things like that. That's where my mind was going.
Yeah, definitely. And that works really well. So like when I'm talking about the fact that we do B2B, if I do a people search and I go, what I'm looking for is a type of professional. So I'm going, find me a marketing manager, right? And find me that person, I don't know, in Seattle. Let's just grab a location here. So yes, it's sleepless, they will be. So I've got lots of different filters I can hear. So I can go find me the founders, find me people who are just CEOs, find me people who have been in the job only a little while, work for companies that are big, have turnover of whatever. So I can really filter what I'm looking for. The data that I get back, so I'm going to go, okay, I just looked for marketing managers in Seattle. The data that I get back, again, it's that multi-level data that's going on. First level data is simply, okay, here's Michael, he's a marketing manager from Emation Group, all right? And I can go across and I can communicate with Michael direct into LinkedIn. And then I can push that data, but I can also enrich that data. But when I enrich that data, and let me come to one that's already done so it saves us some time. When I enrich this data, have I got some that have been sent to my CRM? Not on this list. Talk about saving time. Go people, tests, realtors, should have grabbed that one. So when we enrich this data, we say, okay, grab this here, enrich it for me, find out more about these particular companies. Now we're starting to get email addresses, we're getting work history, we're getting phone numbers, personal details, but it's all publicly available stuff. So we're making sure that we've got all of that built in to the system. It's not finding how many kids they've got, what's their credit history, all that kind of stuff. It's finding professional information. So it's really making sure that it stays on the professional side to get, even when you're doing people search, you're getting professional information. So Tara here, for example, I've got all of her socials. I can see where she's worked. I can see how long, what other jobs she's been in, all that kind of stuff. Professional information on people, not personal details.
Okay, understood. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, man.
Bonnie, you have a question?
Yeah. You threw around that $50,000 number, man. I gotta circle back to that. Now, when you're selling this, you're not guaranteeing ROI. You're charging
Oh,
50.
please don't.
You're
Please
charging
don't ever do that.
$15,000. You're charging $50,000 for the setup. That's your setup fee from point A to point B. So you're valuing what we do or what we can offer to introduce and inject into people's businesses is a $50,000 product. That's
hell yeah. And
I agree with you.
ROI.
I agree with you. I mean,
I'll give you why, man.
Okay.
Super easy. You guys know these answers, right? What's the base wage in the US? Like, how much per hour is an employee worth? I don't know. What's the base wage these days? In Australia, it's about $18 for a base wage, right? What's the base wage in the US? Anthony, do you know?
About here in Florida, it just went up to about $20 an hour, and that's to work at McDonald's.
Okay, cool. So that makes maths easy. Keep things in increments of 10 for Australians and we can do our maths, right? I don't know how you guys do that imperial system. Decimal works for me. $20 an hour, right? $20 an hour, 40 hours a week is $800 times by 40 weeks or 50 weeks, sorry. You're looking at, what is that? A $40,000 employee cost per year, right? Now that employee has to have a 401k, they have to have medical, they have to have dental. You have to train them, you have to recruit them. All right. And they stay with you 6 months and leave. You got to go through the whole process again. You got to pay holiday pay. They call in sick. They had a bad weekend, day off on Monday, whatever it might be. I can give you an AI agent or 4 bots working in series that do your lead gen for you, will answer the call, will communicate with all your staff, can be your receptionist, your salesperson, your HR manager, if you want them to get to that point. So they can do like staff interviews and that kind of gear. I can give you those agents. They don't work 40 hours a week. They work 24 hours a day. They never take a day off. They don't call in sick. You never have to give them a pay rise. So Charles is amazing. He said, I chatted to your bot and it answered all your questions. Now, if you had an employee that was that good, you'd be giving them a raise, right? But that AI employee doesn't take commission, never takes holiday pay, and you don't have to pay bonus. Once you have that running, it's done. And what's really cool is, when we talk to businesses about implementing this into their business, you know how when you bring in an employee, as Johan said, we've both run big companies. When you bring in an employee, you've got that teeth grinding bit at the start where they just can't quite, I just need to do more training. What's amazing with the AI is you go, I want you to act like this, say this in this way, be like, and get me to this end result, book me an appointment, answer all the queries, here's my stuff about, done. That AI goes, yes, sir, absolutely. From day one, has got that dialed in. So talk about a $50,000 investment all day, every day. And as Johan said, we were talking in a room full of CEOs and specialists in Sydney. 16 people went, yep, I can see it from a mile away. Now, if you take that down to the local bakery, it's not worth 50 grand to them. You got to be in the right room. How do you get in the right room? Use the tool. Get 100 of the best CEOs in your local area to come and have breakfast with you and show them up on the screen and get them all to call the number. We did a demo with Patrick Orman, literally as Dallas event was opening up. There was 35 people in that room. And what I did was I said, who wants to experience this? Everybody put up their hand. I literally just took my phone and I threw it into the middle of the table and I said, call the number. So that like my phone was on speaker and they're calling, right? And so not my phone was on speaker. My phone was getting the call and they were calling it on speaker. It was like, hi, tell me about this, and answered all the questions. If you do that in front of a CEO, it's like, done.
Go to your local chamber of Congress, go to these local business meetups and hand out. I just did a training on business cards with QR codes. You can link a QR code to call a phone number. So they can just literally sit at their table, scan the QR code and use their own phone. You could have 20 CEOs calling the demo line at the same time with all of them. What is this? I gotta have this.
So good. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey,
exactly. Best sales technique ever.
Get your question, and then I definitely want to respect their time. I know it's super early in the morning. So go ahead and go ahead,
Okay,
Kate.
cool. Thank you. And you guys, awesome stuff. I wanted to throw my hat a couple of times, but it's my favorite hat. But wow, really cool stuff. Exciting. So pricing, along the same lines as Tony was asking. So I hear what you're saying, the 50,000, but why have you got the Prospect Falcon at 97?
Yeah, great question. Because that's only one bot of 4. Okay, great question. Great question. So for us, so again, guys, think about what you own with GHL. right? Think about what you own with White Label Suite. We use Prospect Falcon as a lead magnet. $97 a month to do what it does is a drop dead no-brainer. So we go, hey, would you like us to help you generate leads using an AI system? Look what it does. It's $97 a month. You want to give it a shot? Business owner goes, sure. And we go, cool. Hey, what are you doing with those leads? Have you got a system to manage those leads? Oh, we've got this amazing CRM program over here that we can plug into the prospect. Oh, cool. Hey, have you got an AI system that follows up every single lead? What would that look like for your business if that was in place? So we use the $97 to open the door, and then we're building it from a trust point of view up to the value ladder.
Roger that. Okay, thank you. I didn't realize. I thought the Prospect Falcon was all 4. So that
no, sorry, Prospect. So Prospect, it's confusing sometimes. White Label Suite sells a lead generation tool. To demonstrate that to the market and what we can do for it, we did it like a customer, and we created a tool called Prospect Falcon. Now, when people come into our world as a White Label Suite customer, you will call your tool something else. So you'll call it Leads Magic, and the next person will call it AI Leads Professional, and the next person will call it Opti Leads. I'm actually some of our clients. So these are the real names that they're using, right? We've got a whole zoo in there. We've got Leads Dragon, Leads Eagle. Anyway, lots of, we've got a zoo in there. So you call it whatever you want to call it, okay? So that piece is our demonstration of, as a White Label Suite customer, this is the tool you have to sell. This is what people will be logging into. They'll be logging into your brand. And again, you can use that as a demonstration to show people, open the door, sell them, upsell them GHL, upsell them voice, upsell them your own services on the back end. We found building our agency, when we started trying to sell GHL, was really hard because you had to change the mentality of a company. You had to say, this is a whole new world for you. And they're like, oh my God, it's super scary. We found that selling a leads tool was the best door opener there was. That's our experience. We're like, so Mr. Klein, what are you doing? I'm a marine company. We sell this. Okay, amazing. How'd you like a couple of more leads every month coming through the door? Love that. Cool. Sign up here. Great. Let me show you what else we do. So we use the leads tool as a door opener.
Right on. Very good. Thank you.
Pleasure.
You guys are so awesome. And hopefully, are you going to be in Dallas next month, Johan?
Oh, yeah.
Next month?
No, not next month. October.
I was hoping to see you.
No.
Take notes for all of you.
I think we're doing a GHL conference in Australia.
Thank you.
Be good.
Cool. Yep, I will see you in October. I'm sure you guys
will.
For sure. Oh, wait, Bridget, we're going to talk before then. We're going to talk before next week.
Yeah, of course. We talk at least every week.
See you in person. Of course, we're going to.
Yes.
And Bridget's going to have a new Tesla. You're going to win
another new Tesla.
Left in my house. I can't even fit it in my.
I saw the picture. I saw your man. The electric vehicles love the cold. Bridget's right up there. She's.
I know, definitely putting that Tesla to the test, both of them.
Hey, can you guys come back? This was great, but we're not even well into it. Would you like to come back? I'll invite you back.
Ray's inviting us on Bridget's part. I'd love to, man. We'd love to.
A standing invitation. They literally have a calendar link. They can book any time that they want to. Definitely.
Thanks, guys. That's so kind, Ray. Like, yeah, and as Charles said, ask the bots any questions that you like. Ask our team.com/support. The guys are always there. Drop in and find us. And yes, Ray, we'd love to.
Curiosity, Ray, we would love to come back. Bridget, you're awesome. Thank you for hosting us. Are there any questions? Anything you want us to focus on? We'll design a training with Bridget. And if we have to walk through all the different bots, happy to show you everything. Happy to show you all our snapshots, show you all our prompts, whatever you guys need. This is an idea that only originated back in September, came to life, has proven successful. Our clients are loving it, and now it's whatever you guys want. We're here to help.
Yeah. So you guys definitely give me feedback. Go post in the community all the different ideas that you have, and then I will be happy to forward those for sure. We'll work on something. All right.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much. I know that we could talk all day long, but I know that it's so super early in the morning, and I don't know how many cups of coffee. Walt, you're probably on cup 4 at this point. Sure. You need more coffee. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And you guys remember, go to myvisionagency.com/white label suite for the white label version. Go to our membership area for your version. White label suite, when you sign up to be a reseller, you get all of these things that they're talking about and the training to be able to piece together the different tools for your own clients and all of that. So thank you guys for joining me. Before the rest of you hop out, thank you. Have the rest of your day. Have it be awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
See you
Thank you
guys.
so much.
For the rest of you guys, I definitely do want to spin the wheel. For those of you who are new, if you are joining us in the Zoom, you have the ability to win a free private consultation with me. So I want to make sure to get everyone's names on here. So let me go ahead and enter them in. And while I do this, you guys feel free to ask any questions. I'm pretty good at multitasking.
I'm really excited about that information. How not only do I need to go ahead and get it in place for myself, I've had it since I came into my vision agency, but had not yet used it. And so now I see that I do need to go ahead and figure out where the first step I need to be at to get it implemented. But more importantly, I can see how my clients are going to lose their minds.
So cool. Like I said, I know that there's got to be lots of businesses who are using like AI and all of that, but them using their knowledge to share the end result, not just, hey, we're trying to build this and sharing a little piece of it. They're literally sharing with you everything, all the pieces. So I think that's so valuable all on its own.
Now, Bridget, I missed most of the training because of the fires here in California. They're really close.
Yeah.
After Tuesday, when you did the first chapter of the influencers, I haven't seen because I just got power last night. But I'm quite sure you're gonna do more training on this white label setup because now it's more than just leads. Am I right?
Yeah, if you want the training with all the 4 bots, that's what Johan was talking about. Like we might try to work something out where we can do our own training. But if you want the training with the 4 bots, you can check out their YouTube channel, the White Label Suite. They said that they just did a training yesterday.
Yeah, I got the link. But for some reason we all that you do it.
Yeah. I second, third, fourth that. Yeah.
We just used to your way to teach us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? You guys, I thank you for saying that, by the way. But I do practice what I preach. So anytime that I build something for my business, those are the things that I love teaching you guys to do as well. Also, honestly, the only thing that is making me hold back getting my own system set up like that is because I feel like any moment HighLevel is going to release that ability to do outbound calls, and I really love to help them like beta test kind of their new things so that so that's really the only thing I'm waiting on as far as like the training goes from my perspective anyway.
We will follow you. We will follow you. There's no question about it.
I appreciate it. Okay, so I think I have all of the names here. So you guys let me know because I could have missed some. Oh, I left Walt's note taker in there, so I don't think his note taker will mind. Okay, I'm gonna call out the names. You guys let me know if I do not call your name because I want to make sure to get you in there before I spin the wheel. So we have Ray, Anthony, Manolo, is it Aras? Brett, Charles, Frankie, Keck, Maria, Keith, and Rick. Did I miss anyone?
Of course, you missed the winner, Martina.
You know what?
With a capital M.
You know what? As soon as I looked at the list, I immediately thought I did not even add Martina. Duh. How could I have forgotten that? Did I miss anything else?
I wanted to say, I found in White Label Suites, they have a playlist on how they built all 4 bots is under the 4 bot system. So if you just go to the website, go under playlist, and there's a folder with all of the training. I believe that's it. I haven't watched them all, but
now look, you guys, you know what I love about this is you guys really have 3 of the 4 bots already, right? You have HighLevel, you have the White Label Suite, you have your accounts, and then you have ZappyChat. So really the only piece that you're missing is just that outbound calling feature that they're using Flow for. So that's why I would love to be able to build this for my own business when HighLevel has that available so that I don't have to do the transition and all of that. That's what really excites me. I cannot wait for that.
We could build them up as an outbound call system, couldn't we? Or inbound call system. We could have it set up so when we run the ads, when we run our ads that they want to call, we could have it already set up. And then when Go High Level introduces the inbound, all we got to do is just hit that button.
Yeah. 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 You could change the flow to accommodate the incoming rather than outgoing. You certainly could do that. Let me tinker around. Let me talk to the white label suite guys. Let's see if we can work something out to change that to be the incoming calls. I think just, you're so smart, Tony. You're so smart. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen here and let me spin the wheel. All right, I didn't miss anyone, right? Going once, twice. Okay, here we go. Martina.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
The wheel rewarded you because I forgot you at first.
Way to go.
I got to start dancing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bridget.
Hey, Martina, that's because I gave you a thumbs up, man.
I am so excited. I look forward to my email. I will get my questions ready, Bridget.
Yay! I look forward to it. Thank you all so much for joining me. You'll make your If you're considering signing up for HighLevel or you're already a HighLevel member, this is the video for you. I'm going to take you behind the scenes as a 6-figure-a-year business that I've built on HighLevel without a team that allows me to work from home 4 hours a day, building the life, not just the business that I always envisioned. Now, let's dive in. And when you first create your HighLevel account, it'll look very similar to this. The colors will be this like blackish gray color, and you'll have your HighLevel logo up here. And this that we're looking at right now is the admin dashboard. So this is going to be where you manage all of your sub accounts. So a sub account is what we're looking at here. These are 2 different business accounts. And if I wanted to go into that business account and I wanted to, manage it as the agency admin, I could click here to switch into the sub account. Now, the problem that everyone has is they all have this. They all have the exact same tools. They all look the same and they all function the same because it's all HighLevel. So you either need to provide something on top of your HighLevel account to differentiate your business from everyone else's, or you're going to race to the bottom on price. Okay. And that's certainly not what we want to do. So in my agency, of course, you'll see that I've rebranded it and you'll see that I have all of the standard HighLevel tools in this account, except when it starts here, I start adding my own tabs here. Okay. So this is what's going to make my agency stand out. This is what helps me to provide additional services to my clients. So I've added a coaching program. I've created an onboarding course here, and I wanted to add that custom menu tab there so that it's really easy for them to know where to get started. Okay. So I've gone in detail in my training and all of that. And of course, this that we're looking at right now is actually the community or course builder inside of HighLevel. So if we wanted to, or my user wanted to bounce around here, maybe take a course, this is what all of that looks like once you've gotten it all built out. Okay, so you can see for my program, I have the start here, and then I have all of the different tutorials and everything, and it looks beautiful. Okay, you also have an affiliate management system inside of the client portal, which is what houses the community and the courses. And then you see what the community looks like as well once you have it all built out. So I've created this and I've just been able to put a tab here inside the dashboard so that all of my users can access the community and know where to get started. Now, we also have a tab here for the AI ads leads. So this is another white label software that I've created or that I've signed up for to provide for my agency clients. And you can see here, this is actually a really good software. You can just simply search for, in this example, marketing agencies in Indianapolis, and I can get all the contact information. I can even get the emails of everyone who works there. Interesting that this my agency pulled up here. But if I wanted to select all of these contacts here and I wanted to send them to my HighLevel account, or my users wanted to do that, they simply just select that and they can click here to send to the CRM, and then it goes right into the contacts. Okay, so we're creating solutions based off white label software that integrate with HighLevel and provide additional services. Now, the best part about software is that you do not have to spend time. Okay. This manages and runs itself. I'm providing incredible value for my clients or sub accounts, but I do not have to spend my time doing that. Okay. Now, the next thing that I also provide is an AI coach. This is another white label software. This is really, really great to help train the AI and create a brand profile. What's cool about this tool is that you can actually you just put in your website URL, and then it will help you create your avatar, your customer avatar. It'll tell you what their pain points are, and it stores this in your profile, and then you can create all of this content for your business, like email campaigns and all of that. And what's cool about this over something like ChatGPT is it will remember everything about your business to help you generate that content. All right. We also have the sales bot here. So the sales bot is an AI tool, again, that I've white labeled. This does integrate with HighLevel as well. And you can see the sales bot, the dashboard here. All of my members get access to their own dashboard where they can create unlimited AI bots. Now, HighLevel does have an AI bot. The difference is, though, this bot builder does not use AI credits, so it's unlimited. And HighLevel charges $97 for the unlimited. There is a pay per use plan, but having this bot builder allows my members the ability to resell unlimited bots, and it doesn't use any AI credits. So they're able to offer this as like a low barrier of entry, an entry level offer, and then of course upsell to the other tools. Now, also in our program, I do have another white label software that is the social autopilot. Now, what's cool about this tool is it allows you to create, again, you're training the AI for your business and with your brand colors and all that, and it allows you to create campaigns. It's going to pull in your brand colors and all that, and then customize the images and the website and all of that. And it's going to go ahead and publish to, like, if I agreed this was all good, then it would publish to all of my different channels. So it's not just creating the content, it's actually creating the post, and then will automatically post to all the different channels. So you can see that you can connect your accounts for Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and forgot all the other ones here. So we have Facebook, Google Business, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, X, and YouTube. Okay, so you can create that content to all of those different platforms. And this is inside of my dashboard as well. Now you can also see that I've used another software that allows me to create 60 plus chat GPT prompts that my members can use to generate content. For example, we have a terms of service and a privacy policy. But you can see all of the things down here. But again, we just want to create these tools and resources for our members inside of our HighLevel business. Okay. HighLevel is a great foundation for a business, but it's not the entire business. Okay. And then, of course, I have a tab down here for our community. So I did have the get started that takes us right to the onboarding. That's just to make it a little bit more clear. But I always want our members to go to our community where they can receive support and all of that. I also, like I said, I do have the learning area here for all of my members to access the training. And then I also provide open office hours. You can see our events calendar in the community. So I am actually live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all of our resellers have the ability in our program to join me. Not only am I live, but immediately following the live, I open up a Zoom room so you can join me and all of our community. And, there's great conversations there. But what's awesome is we're all using different tools in different ways, and we're able to provide experience and support to all of the members. Okay. So I always say, I am a great resource, I hope, but our community is definitely just priceless. All right. Now, the next thing that I also added into my HighLevel agency is the task manager. HighLevel does have a task manager, but this is more formulated like Trello. So it's a little bit easier to manage and to view all of your tasks and assignments. Now, all of the tools are great, but we also need resources. We also need a system. And one of the things that I love about HighLevel is we have the ability to create a perfect system for our clients inside of our HighLevel program or your business, whatever you want to make it, an agency or whatever you want it to be. And what I love is we're able to create these websites or all of these digital assets like courses and funnels and blogs and forms and quizzes and all of these things. And we can actually copy the entire account and have it automatically loaded into a new user's account as soon as they sign up. So as soon as Jane Doe signed up for this account, she automatically had in her account a course in the membership area. So you can see, and I do provide a course for all of our members because they have the ability to resell our AI manager here. So I definitely wanted to provide a course for them. So when their clients, sign up, they have a course that they can use that can be imported into the snapshot as well. And if you go into the sites area, you'll see there are 4 different funnels here. Close that out. There are 4 different funnels here. And of course, you can import all of these. But what I love about the system is if we go into edit, just want to show you a little back end cool thing here. You actually have the ability to not just upload the system, but you can actually customize it instantly as well. So I'm going to show you how. You'll see here that, this is a great template, and lots of us have signed up with programs that have templates, and we have to do a lot of customization, and we certainly don't want to have to spend our time as the agency doing it, and we don't want our customers to have to do that either. So you can add what's called custom values. If we scroll down here, you'll see that this button here, the color of the button is actually attached to a custom value. Okay, so if I click in here, you'll see this custom value. Now, you can build these custom values with not just colors, but with images, like I have the logo here. Now, if I go back, all of these websites or all these funnels have all the custom values and all of that. So when I go back into this account now, in my onboarding instructions, all I need to do is tell the users where to upload their assets. Okay, so I'm going to go to the custom values here. We're going to go to the folders, the MVA done for you system, and all they need to do to change that, change the logo and colors, is just add their own here. So let's just do a little test here. I'm going to update these colors with a different brand. So I'm going to say the primary color is this here. And we're going to change the secondary color. Let's go ahead and update that. And we'll change the secondary color here. And if I wanted to, of course, update the logo, I certainly could do that. But just to save time, I'm going to just show you about the colors here, because you will definitely see the magic that happens and why HighLevel is so good with duplication. If I wanted to change the logos, all I'd have to do, you'll see here that it's attached to a custom value. I would just change the link. Okay. So let's go back now into these sites, and you'll see where it was blue and it's still kind of showing blue there. If I open up the page now, it's going to be all different colors. So now you'll see that it is purple and orange, which are my brand colors. You'll also see here, if we go to let's go to this funnel here. You'll see it's not just this one, it's all of the different funnels. They've all been updated. So you'll see that this website has also been updated, and you'll also see that not just, like I said, not just the colors here, but these actual images, they're SVG images, and you can have them update with the custom values as well. Okay. So I hope your mind is blown with the level of duplication that you're able to do instantly by utilizing the HighLevel snapshots. So if you see what's happening here, we've had HighLevel, the skeleton or the foundation. We've added additional, a community. We've added coaching, we've added additional software here. And we've also added funnels and websites and all of that. And now the whole purpose of my entire program and the business that I've built is to help others do exactly what I have done. Okay. So that's why I'm providing this done for you system to all of our members, and the licenses to rebrand and resell the AI Ads Manager, and also the ability to resell unlimited sales bots. And all of that is done inside of the HighLevel agency, using it as the foundation of our business, not the entire business. Now, if you're ready to sign up for HighLevel, I'm going to give you a free My Vision Agency starter plan to help you get started. This includes our done for you system that you can load into your own HighLevel account, our live group coaching 5 days a week, the ability to resell your own brand of our AI Ads Manager, and unlimited sales bots, among many other resources. So choose the HighLevel plan that works best for you, and I will see you inside.